Hey guys, for those of you who have watched some of my clips, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome. I'm going to show some clips that covers the sexual allegations of Eric Swalwell, the representative from California. And I've also included some clips from the Brett Kavanaugh sexual allegations to show basically just how back then, right now, everybody's also jumping to allegations of the guilt or innocence of these two men. First, a little background on myself. I've always registered and voted as an independent. But after the Obama term and the race baiting that I watched with my own eyes, I now lean to the right. I just want to throw that out there and give that to you. Right now, just as I did back then, I'm going to wait myself to see what the evidence is before I make any kind of decision. I do not like Swalwell. I do not trust Swalwell. But still, right now, it's just allegations. So let's get into the clips.
Way to sum it up. All right, well, stunning accusations are being leveled against California Congressman Eric Swalwell. 4 women have now come forward accusing Swalwell of sexual assault and misconduct. Let's get right to it with Chanley Painter, who has more. Chanley.
Hey, good morning. So the California congressman has now taken to social media, denying the accusations of rape and sexual misconduct. Watch.
These allegations of sexual assault are flat false. They are absolutely false, and I will fight them with everything that I have. I have certainly made mistakes in judgment in my past, but those mistakes are between me and my wife. And to her, I apologize deeply for putting her in this position.
As you heard, the dad of 3 apologized to his wife of 9 years. He also apologized to his constituents. And it all comes after multiple women came forward lodging allegations, including a former staffer who claims he raped her in 2024 when she was intoxicated, and also claimed that in 2019 she woke up naked next to him in a hotel room. Watch.
5 of us were having some drinks. At some point, it was time to go home. I got in an Uber. I was taken to the Aloft Dublin Pleasanton where he was staying. I don't remember what happened that night, but I know that there was sexual contact, because when I woke up in the morning, I could feel that there was.
According to CNN, at least 3 other women also accused Swalwell of sexual misconduct, ranging from unwanted touching to unsolicited nude pictures by Swalwell. And now Democrats are coming out in force, yanking their endorsements of him for California governor and demanding he drop out of the race. Former Speaker Nancy Pelosi saying, quote, "This extremely sensitive matter must be appropriately investigated with full transparency and accountability. As I discussed with Congressman Swalwell, it is clear that is best done outside of gubernatorial campaign."
Now, here's where it gets funny, because you're going to hear people say, well, yeah, but that's different. It's not. The evidence is not yet in, and it's the same type of allegations. So the second I hear someone say that it's different, well, that person's opinions to me mean a little bit less, because it's already showing bias.
I am looking for a fair process, a process where I can defend my integrity and clear my name. And all I'm asking for is fairness, and that I be heard in this process.
Ashley, what has this been like for you the past couple of weeks? I know you've had death threats and all kinds of things coming your way. How does that feel?
This process is incredibly difficult, harder than we imagined, and we imagined it might be hard. But at the end of the day, our faith is strong, and we know that we're on the right path, and we're just going to stick to it. So
let's get into some of these allegations, because you've responded to them in statements, but you haven't had a chance to respond to them in a fuller way. And Christine Ford is expected to testify on Thursday that you at a party in high school, pinned her to a bed, held your hand over her mouth. She said she was afraid that she could inadvertently be killed at that moment. She says that you tried to take off her clothes, and she believes that you would have raped her if Mark Judge hadn't climbed on top and everyone tumbled to the floor, and then she had an opportunity to get away. Now, she doesn't remember the date and she doesn't remember the place, but what she does remember that I just detailed is very specific. And other assault victims say that they've had similar memories where they remembered exactly what happened, but they didn't necessarily remember the events surrounding it. You have categorically denied that this happened. Did anything happen?
No, I've never sexually assaulted anyone, not in high school, not ever. I've always treated women with dignity and respect. Listen to the people who've known me best through my whole life, the women who've known me since high school, the 65 who overnight signed a letter from high school saying I always treated them with dignity and respect.
But with regard to Christine Ford, do you know her?
I may have met her. We did not travel in the same social circles. She was not a friend, not someone I knew.
You don't remember ever being at parties with her, ever?
I do not. And this is an allegation about a party in the summer of 1982 at a house near Connecticut Avenue and East-West Highway with 5 people present. I was never at any such party. The other people who are alleged to be present have said they do not remember any such party. A woman who was present, another woman who was present, who is Dr. Ford's lifelong friend,
Leland,
has said she doesn't know me and never remembers being at a party with me at any time in her life.
He has no memory of the incident, that he has nothing to offer the Senate Judiciary Committee. According to a new letter his lawyer wrote to the committee, quote, Brett Kavanaugh and I were friends in high school, but I do not recall the party described in Dr. Ford's letter. More to the point, I never saw Brett act in the manner Dr. Ford describes. But Judge's writings about his hard days of partying while in high school with Brett Kavanaugh are drawing fresh scrutiny given Ford's accusation that both Kavanaugh and Judge were, quote, stumbling drunk that evening. CNN's Jessica Schneider reports.
Testimony from Brett Kavanaugh's high school classmate Mark Judge in demand by Democrats.
I think it's important that we hear from witnesses, not least of which is Mark Judge.
How could we want to get the truth and not have Mr. Judge come to the hearing and be asked questions?
Professor Christine Blasey Ford says Mark Judge was in the room at a house party when she alleges a 17-year-old Brett Kavanaugh pinned her down, tried to take off her clothes, and put his hand over her mouth to prevent her from screaming. Ford says Judge witnessed everything. Judge, now an author and filmmaker, told the Weekly Standard Ford's accusation is absolutely nuts. Kavanaugh has also forcefully denied any incident has grown more